Gentlemen, prepare yourselves for the physical brutality of one of the most consistent and long-lasting athletes in the welterweight division. He stepped into the octagon as just a teenager and evolved into a true war tank with a lethal ground game. We're talking about Jake Matthews, the Celtic Kid, a legitimate Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt who combines terrifying isometric strength with the ability to turn any opening on the ground into a brutal submission. Jake Matthews is the kind of fighter built to endure long wars, just as he showed in his most recent UFC appearance against veteran Neil Magny. Jake started by imposing his pace, but it was Neil who capitalized on the openings more effectively and emerged victorious in the contest. Even while dealing with a reach disadvantage, Matthews proved his resilience. His striking defense remains elite, absorbing only 2.62 significant strikes per minute while maintaining a solid 60% striking defense rate. In striking, Jake Matthews scores a 7.0 due to his moderate output volume. In wrestling, his physical strength raises the rating to a solid 7.5. The peak of his game lies in his jiu-jitsu, an 8.0, thanks to his constant submission threat. His striking and takedown defense earn another strong 7.5, tied with his cage and top control, also rated at 7.5. Closing out the analysis, his fight IQ comes in at 7.0, showing that while the experience is clearly there, positional battles against long-range strategists remain a key point of concern. And now, the first Guyanese fighter in octagon history. An authentic predator who doesn't need much space to shut his opponent's lights out. Ladies and gentlemen, Carlston Harris, Mozambique, a jiu-jitsu and wrestling specialist who combines a 76-inch reach with one of the most lethal and terrifying bursts in modern MMA. At UFC Vegas 101, dictating a strong pace, the Guyanese fighter dominated the early action through pure physical power. But Santiago Ponzinibbio absorbed the punishment, stayed composed, and began hunting. With his guard low and defense exposed, Mozambique became an easy target for the Argentine's volume and precise counterstrikes, which sealed a spectacular comeback victory by technical knockout at 3 minutes and 13 seconds of the final round. On the screen, in striking, Carlston Harris scores a 7.5 thanks to his early knockout power. In wrestling, his grappling foundation earns him a solid 7.0. The highest point on the chart is his jiu-jitsu, a massive 8.5 due to his dangerous submission arsenal. On defense, his late fight decline and vulnerability to countershots dropped the rating to 6.5. With positional ground control rated at 7.5 and a fight IQ evaluated at 7.0, he establishes himself as a massive threat, but one who urgently needs adjustments in cardio management. The mathematics of the octagon is crystal clear, and this clash of monsters promises fireworks. Carlston Harris brings a terrifying 8.5 in jiu-jitsu and a 7.5 striking advantage, powered by his massive 193-centimeter reach. But notice how Jake Matthews' numbers appear more stable and balanced overall. The Celtic Kid answers back with superior wrestling at 7.5 and a solid 7.5 defense rating. The path to victory for the Australian is clear. Use his 60% striking defense to survive the early danger, exploit Harris's weak takedown defense, and drag the Guyanese fighter into a grueling war of attrition on the ground. It's physical consistency versus the Predator's explosive burst.